What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Micah. We're going to be speaking on the Sagittarius today. Alright, the first one we have for you guys is initiation, right? So you guys could be taking initiation for the things that you got to do, right? Starting your tasks without, more so, not allowing things to get overboard, right? Starting the task on time, taking initiation. I know this comes from childhood, where you take the initiation before your parent says something, but this could be for yourself, right? Instead of waiting for things to get worse, or you not having a stable situation, like say, okay, for an example, say you guys are working a job, right? Instead of waiting till a situation happens where the job loses, your employee or your employer loses the funds to be able to support you, start looking for different avenues before you get laid off or something like that. Plan ahead. Take the initiation of planning ahead for disasters. We guys just stocked up on water from the hurricane that just passed, so we're gonna start being prepped before. That's gonna give you guys a head step. So just take initiation such as you would if you was a child and you was trying to do it before your parent gets home or things like that. But yeah, just make sure you guys take initiation even as adults for yourself, so that you can be ahead and where you're not falling behind, right? So just take initiation on things you have to do. Alright, what else we have for Sagittarius? Take inspired action. So they want you guys to do a lot of taking, right? A lot of taking, and these are all positive takes, right? These are the things that's going to pretty much put you ahead of the game, or keep you on your P's and Q's even still. So take inspired action. If something inspired you, right, whatever that might be, use it. If this could be an artist, this could be a game show host. I was gonna say celebrity, but I don't really believe in that too much. I just feel like people just do the thing and we just observe. So I won't say celebrity, but I will say people that do anything. Like this could be a football player that just spoke some wisdom. If you get inspired by something, take action towards. Don't just let it sit there and you see it and then it goes away. Literally take initiative and put that into your day. If somebody says something that's very unique, hey, I don't know, for an example, say somebody gives you an advice. They're like, hey, you should go to bed earlier so you could wake up earlier. Instead of you just hearing that, you could take that because maybe you need to wake up earlier, right? Maybe you have a situation you want to do before you go and do your other errands, right? So something like that, right? Take inspired action. What else we have for the Sagittarius? Embrace the flow of life, right? Allow life to be you can put things into place where it's controlling, where you can control your destiny in a sense, you scheduling out things where you can make sure things get done. However, if there's situations like disasters hits, like hurricanes or tornadoes or things like that, and it might completely disrupt your whole routine or your whole lifestyle, things do happen for the right reasons, right? Even though we might not understand them at that moment. Confirmation, y'all heard that beep? Y'all probably didn't. But even though we don't understand it at the exact moment, things will play out, right? So just have faith and hope that everything will work itself out. So just make sure you guys, like I said, make sure you guys embracing the flow of life. Make sure that you guys are just going along with it. Most times, if it disrupted you, it's at the moment, it doesn't sound like it's something that's positive, but in the end, everything does happen for a reason, whether it be negative or positive, right? Heal your heartbeat, right? So this could be love connection, more so for relationships. You might have went through something in the past. Try not to allow that to determine on how you treat your next significant other, moving forward, right? What else do we have for the Sagittarius? Alright, next we have for you guys is calmness, a symbol of peace, calmness, and spiritual tranquility, right? Make sure you be in calm, kind of like the ocean water, right? Rough times, I understand certain situations, we're human, we're going to raise our voice, we're going to get our rowdy, we're going to argue, things like that, right? But try to come back down, right? When the wind's no longer there, such as the ocean water, when the wind's no longer there, the ocean goes back flat. It just goes back calm and mellow, right? Try to most times try to just be calm and think rational about your decision that you're making. I know we can get the best of us, but if it does, just reel yourself back in. Try to just come back to calm, right? Just come back to peace, because we can't make accurate decisions if we're rowdy. If you look at it for an example, you're only playing. God forbid this happened to you, but let's say the pilot's going through something. Would you rather him be calm, making the decision to land this plane, or panicking, right? Because it's a panic situation. He's going to be panicking. And if he is panicking, I mean, God forbid, but he's still human. You know what I mean? We can accept that. But what we would rather have him be calm. And this just goes for us in general, me included, right? So I'm no different, right? We have fern, named after the fern, a hardy plant which is known to grow under difficult climate conditions, right? So this could be a reference to a cactus as well, right? I said this on my last video regarding Capricorns. Regarding the cactus as well, if you guys know about cactus plants, they grow in harsh climates such as hot weather, but they still manage to store water through those hot climates. This could be like you. Through the toughest situations, you was able to grow. And this goes back to what I was saying before, prior to the calmness card. You're gonna go through situations where it might seem like it's rough waters, and that's okay. But you gotta bring yourself back. We got to under certain situations, we gotta know when we're right and wrong. We gotta know how to evolve, right? Get better, constantly progress, right? So, on the difficult situations, you are progressing. I just had a comment. I want to share this with you guys in case you guys are going through this. I just had a comment. Now, if you guys know my channel, I just inspire people, right? I do this on a regular. I actually read while I'm editing my videos. I have a routine, even through situations. The advice I'm giving you as I go through on a real life basis. However, I just had a comment on my short was like BS or whatever. And I love those type of comments because it's always the people that are so illiterate, or not even illiterate. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say illiterate because that means you can't read. They probably can't. But I want to say they're ignorant, lack of knowledge. Because if you look at, I'm not trying to say this to take too much of your time, but I just want to show you guys this, right? When people look for arguments or look for ways to rile up somebody else, watch their type of energy, because there's the type of people that are negative. There's the type of people that are very toxic. So I want to tell you guys, like, if you guys are on the internet, the people on the internet cannot bother you. Like, they just can't touch you, nothing, right? So don't even go back and forth with anybody. Even in real life, like, if you know somebody's just that, and they try to call you BS because they're BS, because I don't know, you know what I mean? However, like I said, if people's not going to willing to go in the comment section and give an example of why this and that, and they just saying things, that's like me telling you guys about an astronaut, and you ain't never seen an astronaut. Of course, we all seen an astronaut, but that's just an example, right? If I'm not giving you an explanation and I'm just saying stuff, clearly it's not valid. So I just wanted to give you guys a reminder in case you guys are going through some internet drama. Leave it alone. Leave it on the internet. Don't even bother with them type of people, right? Peace. And this is exactly why I didn't bother with them, because I want peace in my life, and Spirit wants you to have peace in yours as well, my Sagittarius. Make sure you guys are evolving yourself as much as possible around peace. Now, like I said, we're human. We're going to make mistakes. This is what it is. However, try your best to go forth with progression so that we can gain as much peace as possible. Let's see what we got for you guys. Sagittarius. Alright, last one but not least, we are pushed through any insecurities, right? As I said, I'm human. I make mistakes. I just had a disagreement earlier, right? Today. However, I moved forward with it. My insecurities are sometimes cutting on this video and messing up. However, I still push through them. And that didn't have nothing to do with what I just said before with the earlier part, saying I had a little situation. But I'm just to show you, just goes to show, just like, see that? I just stuttered. Just goes to show that I have shy moments and things like that. However, I try to overcome them, right? I try to work through them, mainly. That's what pushing through means, just working through your situations, even when you feel upset, right? So I just want you guys to give you guys a tip on that. Success does depend on what will make or break your career, your success, or whatever, is the determination to keep going even when you don't feel like doing it, right? And it's not as hardcore as you think. It's just a matter of starting the task. Once you start the task, like I know a lot of people, for example, you guys have had homework or something, and you didn't feel like doing it, so you guys just went on to play video games or watch TV. If you just start your homework, things will get better, like throughout the time. Because initially we're scared, or we don't feel like starting the task. But once we start it, we know we're just gonna complete it, and then you can sleep at night knowing that, okay, everything's finished, right? So I know that's probably a bad example, but I just want to, hopefully it matched up. Hopefully you guys understood what I was trying to say. And let's just work through your stuff. It's like I said, it doesn't have to be hardcore. It's just simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Not going to drag this reading along. Doesn't have to be too long. We'll finish with our reading. We're done all our cards. All our 8 cards. This is for the Sagittarius. My name is Mike. If I have not mentioned already, thank you guys so much for your time, your effort. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I ask to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of this good stuff to help the channel grow. Comment anything you have in the comment section. As I did mention earlier, if it's negative, I will reply to. Thank you for commenting. However, or thank you for your feedback, but however, you will not get a feedback from me if that's what you're searching for, or if that's what you, if you see somebody else doing that, don't worry, I'm not paying them no mind. I'm just going to send them a nice little positive thank you for your feedback and keep it pushing. And I just say that because I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing, right? Don't entertain BS as they try to say that I am. But anyway, we ain't going to go there. Thank you guys so much tuning in. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next video.